Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place. Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Airborne beast.
You picked the wrong fight! Do it! Come and face me!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Do it! I'll end you!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
Already on! Do it!
Our weapons are the sword and...
This, and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance. Double Demon Fang!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Can you take Double demon!
Can't get out of this!
Swallow blade!
Mega Ray! Eagle
Slide!
Blast!
Take this!
I'll finish
It's
you.
over!
Counter Score!
Double demon fast! You're mine!
Down!
Can you take
Swallow
it?
blade!
Glacial Spear!
No further!
Double demon fast!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure.
We can... Really make weapons with this?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Glacial Spear!
Double demon fight! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Eagle Fly! Talon Hurricane!
It's a duel of the arts!
I'm only getting started!
Tempest! Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Dragon swarm!
Prepare to be sealed, or we have foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Double demon fang!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Ready! Healing Circle!
Power surges through me. Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Swallow blade!
Roll now! It's over!
Megasonic thrust! You're finished! Double demon fang!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
I'm ready.
pummeling.
Come on, apart.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
This one will be difficult to predict.
This one's mine!
Swallow Blade!
Can't get out of this.
Eat this! Take this!
I'll tear you apart.
I was so good with air force. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
Out of our way!
Double Demon Fang! I'm on it! Here I come!
I'll run you through.
By the power
I'm ready.
You beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Oh, like hell you will. I'm on this time! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
Ready and ready.
Annihilate! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. I have a bad feeling about this.
Now you see what I can. I'm surrounded.
Not on my watch!
Double Demon!
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Take this! Slack!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
I'm ready. You made quick work of no complaints here.
I still got a ways to go.
I won't forgive you.
Burn!
This one's mine.
First strike! Double Demon Fang! Storm! Megasonic Thrust!
Take
It's like
this.
trying to keep up with a wall.
Here I come!
With the hand. Take. Blow them away. How's that?
Except
Double Demon Fang! Damn it! Scoot back!
Stand back. I'll
The
trip it
tide
up.
of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
What?
Here I come!
Too sentimental?
Strike!
Anything in armor is all mine. I'm ready. Show me. Take. Blow them away.
my exploits are bearing fruit.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back?
No choice. Ignite!
Don't mind if I do. By the power of
Demon Fang!
Tear you apart!
Blue escape! Swallow Blade!
We got the advantage. Do it!
Good.
Don't leave!
Just
Hey!
blow them away!
How's that?
Glacial spear.
Double Demon Fang!
Does it hurt? Run you through!
I'm knocked off!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We managed to pull through.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look,
Looks like trouble with a capital T in a
Together,
bind.
we've got this! Swallow Blade!
Not in your dreams.
This one's all mine!
Right.
never have I been so popular.
Eat this!
Law, get toasty.
Bird strike!
Right, next one.
Already on it.
Swallow Blade! Strike! Double Demon Fang!
I'm ready.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Phew! What a rush!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess,
It's on! Eat this!
Searing flame! Hear me!
I'm ready!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Barely a blip on our radar. I won't forgive you!
You're mine! Strike! Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang!
Never won't save you!
Talon
Here's
Hurricane!
mine!
Here I
I
come!
never miss!
It's over!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any ideas.
These little ones are hard.
Less talking, more pummeling.
thank goodness we won.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Double Demon Fang! Burn! Here I come! First strike! Hey, run you through!
Pierce evil!
Elusive deity! Begin!
Far enough!
Talon Hurricane! Rip and tear! Double Demon Fang!
The earth throbs with pain. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Double Demon Fang!
And
Double Demon Fang! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Coming through!
Swallow Blade!
They got me flanked!
First strike! Double Demon Fang!
You're
Can
done!
you take it?
Elusive
Giant Swarm!
Eagle Drive!
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Denizen!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
Astral Heart?
That's my
I'm
shield!
ready! Ringwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Denizen! Glacial spear!
I'm on
Pierce evil!
it! Begin! Now you see what I can do!
I'm not done!
Eat
Double
this!
Demon Fang!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Slash! Elusive deity! I'm ready! Slash!
I'm even stronger than before.
Hey! New equipment! An opponent like this should be easy.
Leave the charges to me! Far enough!
I'm on it!
Spear.
Take this! I'm ready! You're finished!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
No!
There's still more to go.
Double demon fang! Here I come!
If it's in the
I'm
sky,
ready!
it's mine.
Elusive-
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Hear me, flame of fury! Burning
Double demon fang!
evil!
Take time!
Freeze Lancer!
Don't get careless.
I shall ensure you survive this.
I'm on it!
Don't mind if I do. Hear me,
Burn!
flame of fury!
I'll put you through!
Burning
Slash!
do it!
Swallow blade!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Elusive deity!
Can you take it?
Double demon fang!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Excited. Pounce this!
Double demon fang!
Watch this!
I can feel my power growing! Resonate with you. Double demon bang! First strike!
I'm ready. I'll tear you apart.
Far enough!
Talon
Double
storm.
demon bang!
I'm ready.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Right, next one.
Already on.
Double demon bang!
Thank you.
Dragon Thunder!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Here! Burn!
Mega Blade! Arc Field!
And this is
Do it!
Great! Max!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your
Like,
heart.
come on!
Resonate with the earth.
Flame of Fury!
You're mine! Double demon bang!
Glacier, you're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Here I come!
You require
Do it!
Long!
Hey! Blow them away!
My turn!
acceptable.
Strike!
I'm ready!
Long!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. Think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Nothing you!
Take
You
this!
can't get out of this!
You're
Let
finished!
the marksman handle this.
Ignite!
Time
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Thank you! Eagle fly!
Swallow blade!
Radiant, look here!
Resonate with the earth!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I'll tear you apart! Elucidate!
Swallow blade! You're on! Try harder! Double demon fang! Double demon fang! It's over! Here I come! I'm coming!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Watch it!
No!
Here I go!
I'm on
Only
it!
getting
Can you
started.
take it? You
Gemini Aqua!
double denied!
Take this! Swallow blade! Megasonic thrust! Double demon fang!
Take this!
No escape!
Gemini!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you
I'm
were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Smash you!
Stay calm.
Demon
I shall provide assistance.
Megasonic
This
thrust!
one's mine!
We got the advantage.
No further!
Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't
Here
worry,
goes!
because law's on.
Megasonic thrust!
Airborne. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
I'll heal you all! I'm ready!
My turn! With the First strike!
Where are you going?
Go,
Who
Demon
wants
Man!
to die next?
That's much better.
Glacial Spear!
This one's all mine! I'll face you! Burn in hell!
Freeze Lancer!
I'm ready! Bang!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. What's that big tower over there?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renins can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renins like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom, rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renins!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.